Hello everybody, welcome to episode 24 of the Trophy Tour, and today is the big game that you've probably all been waiting for. It's Bursaspor at home to the number one contenders for the title, Galatasaray, and I say that because it hasn't gone quite to plan for our beloved Bursaspor. We're 6 points behind with 2 games to go. If Galatasaray win this match, they are the champions for definite, whereas we have to win our final 2 games and hope for absolute miracles for Galatasaray, as basically they need to lose their final 2 games and we need to win our final 2 and hope that Fenerbahce and Sivasspor also drop points. But the rules state that results between teams are the most important factor in sorting out ties, so a double over Galatasaray will mean we'll overtake them regardless of our inferior goal difference. But let's just talk about Didier Drogba for a quick second. He is 39 years old and he's nearly put in 20 a season for the 4th season running for Galatasaray. That is absolutely ridiculous. And even though he was terrible against me, it doesn't really matter. He's in top form now and he can sense a league championship. He hasn't won one since 2014, so he'll be hungry. Whereas Bursaspor, we've yet to win it in 2010, but an improvement has been visible. There's no way we can do worse than we did last season. You can see, we got 51 points last year. That was good enough for 6th, but no European football. This season, 60 points might even be good enough for 7th. It's incredible. You can see Fenerbahce on 62 points. They need a favour from us. Sivasspor as well. They're doing brilliantly. Kayserispor. Also there in Besiktas, they just won the cup, so they're in contention. But let's just see what happened in the fixtures list since the vital game against Fenerbahce, which was of course a major disappointment. We totally bottled it and we were absolutely outplayed. Everything that they hit went in, including an audacious free kick from their centre back Bruno Alves. I was like, how the hell did he score a free kick? But there, that's the way we have it. We absolutely choked, and that opened the floodgates for Besiktas to gain exact revenge on us by 4-1. Again, it was a great start, but we were absolutely outplayed in the second half, and they deserved to win. We did get the vital win over Sivasspor by a single goal, but it didn't matter because we then gave it away to Adana DS, a very average team, 2-0. I was absolutely furious. My tactics weren't working because I was trying a 4-1-2-1-2 and a 4-2-3-1 narrow, and it just wasn't working. Then we got a good result here against Krabukspor by 3-1. You can see our players all scoring goals nicely there. A tough game against an already relegated team, Elazığspor, and we really shouldn't have been under threat, but they did score one late goal to make it quite difficult. And then another vital game went wrong. Kayserispor gave us a solitary goal, and that was pretty much the end of that. I'm afraid we really should have won that game, but then we did well. Konyaspor by 2-0. That's fair enough. Zengin was absolutely brilliant, and it was again my Swede Turkish dual national who was important in this game. I think, no, it wasn't actually, but it was Fernando Belushi's early goal. But if I can show you the second goal we scored against Konyaspor, is absolutely fantastic. It was just a team goal to take the breath away, and we'll just get you showing this real quick. Okay, here we are now. So it was basically a throw in on the left hand side. Taiwo to Bekdemir, Kara, back to Taiwo, Zengin, Kara, Bekdemir and Zengin. I just couldn't believe it. What a goal. And that is the sort of performance we need to apply to this Galatasaray match, or else we're in deep trouble. It's all about the title, really. I don't think we'll get it, but to finish second in the league would be amazing. I'll just like to quickly mention we got some new gens in. We have all sorts of players to look forward to now. I'll go into detail if I remember. But you can see there are some very handy players, particularly this guy I'm highlighting, Koksal. But we'll talk about him and the rest in a moment. We want to get on with this Livecom. My 4-4-1-1 tactic has been working well. We haven't got a great record against Galatasaray. You can see they've got world-class players in Sneijder and Drogba. They've Arda Turan on the left-hand side as well. So talk about the threats. One minor injury to talk about. Osgur Larry's out. Batala, our best player of the season, still injured. So the fact that we're still somehow in the hunt, despite losing our best player for half the season, is still creditable. But that's my starting lineup. Mustafa Sevim steps in. The defensive pair will do well. Hopefully Hedja and Kesimal. My goalkeeper, I've been switching them around so often this season, but now Omer Kavechi will get his big moment. But even though we beat Galatasaray 2-0 at their stadium, I'm not going to fancy my chances too much, but hopefully we'll get the result we need. We have to win our final 2 games or we're done for. Galatasaray just need to win this one game and they're the champions. They've dropped a lot of points this season, and the fact that we couldn't get more draws and spare ourselves more defeats was very disappointing. And we'll have to kick ourselves for letting some easy teams get easy points. And you know, that's just what happens. We were so good for the first half of the season, but the second half of the season we were quite disappointing. But you know, it all comes down to this really. We've done our level best. I can't really ask any more out of the players. And yeah, so can we beat Galatasaray in a Livecom again? Can we somehow snatch a league title in the most extraordinary circumstances? Well, you're going to have to tune in and watch, because it's Bursaspor versus Galatasaray, and it is at home, as that's a poor ball already. Here's Drogba getting an early tackle inflicted upon him. So the Ivorian, he is absolutely desperate for this title. He wants to retire on a massive high, and there's Kavechi with a save. So first attack from Galatasaray. Sivasspor take a 2-goal advantage, I think, early on, so that puts us in 5th. And now here's Mansour, long ball given away. Here's Merch. He's been an underrated star this season. He scored a lot of goals for us in the second half of the season, so well done him. Here's Bruma, Schneider, Drogba, oh, it didn't go in for them. Oh my goodness me, how did they miss? And Zengen looks quite frustrated. Kayserispor take a 2-goal lead as well. Here's Inan. Oh, good hold. And Besiktas concede as well. We'll be having a lot of games to look out for. Injury to Savim, that's no good. Galatasaray dominating so far. Besiktas, after winning the cup, are hung over to all belief. They're 3-0 down to Krabukspor, who, if you saw my tweet last night, dominated the entire team of the week for winning a game 7-1. But yeah, now to try and stop disturbing the flow. That puts us 5th, but 64 points could get us up to 2nd depending on how Fenerbahce do. But at the moment we're in deep trouble. Galatasaray are turning the screw, and our tactics finally change to counter and fluid. Can we create some sort of chance, as the game's kind of frozen in time here? There we go. No real chances here. Enes Unal, he's not really suited to being a lone striker. We've had strikers struggling to score goals this season, and that's probably what cost us a lot of points as well. Felipe Saicedo hasn't good. Unal's been okay, like he's a fantastic assistant, but he doesn't score often. And Fenerbahce are behind. We need to get some shots on goal. Shoot on sight, yeah. We need to certainly clear the ball. No, undo. We need to clear the ball into the flanks, yeah. Now we need to change his role. We'll make him false 9. I think he likes that. The game's been very slow. There we go. False 9, please. Thank you. So what do you do if you're Bursaspor? We need to avoid losing this game. But Galatasaray will be champions upon Fenerbahce's impending current results. We're starting to get some sort of foothold now, but a win would be absolutely massive here. Galatasaray, 3 points clear Sivasspor. But we've done well enough to get into half-time, unless this goes in. Go on! Unal! Oh, no! Enes Unal, his big chance, and he's fluffed it. And half-time will be 0-0. Galatasaray have failed to score against us in 1.5 matches, so I'll take that. But Well, Enes Unal, his moment was, staring him down in the eye, and he missed it. And I'm absolutely gutted for him, but we had a chance. Galatasaray not creating much. We're going to try and run at the defence. Goodness me, what a second half we've got now. A win would be priceless, but we failed to take our chances in this first half. Galatasaray, a title is pretty much in reach. They've got one hand on it, and they just need to win this game, I think. Maybe even a draw will suffice, depending on their head-to-head with Sivasspor, unless Fenerbahce turn it around. Kedemir might need to come off. Enes Unal, I wish he could play Cam. It would suit him quite a lot. Here we go. It's Alton top, Inan, and Bruma. Bruma on the attack. Gives it away, but now we've conceded possession again. Our players are just trying to keep up with this fast-flowing play. Drogba! Bruma! Drogba! Surely! No! He's missed it! Oh my goodness me. He just hammered and hoped with that one. But Kedemir will need to come off as soon as possible. Yellow card for Meric. A lot of tired players out there now. No one seems to want to take the responsibility. But here comes Wesley Sneijder. Is this their moment? It is! Taiwo has conceded a penalty. The flares are lit in anger. And it's Selçuk Inan 1-0. Could that be the goal that awards the title to Galatasaray and results in Bursaspor being serial underachievers again? We're 9 points behind the league lead. We're down to 5th position upon that result. I think we need Saicedo's help. Unal, he has plenty more to give, but he needs a striking partner. So Kedemir off. Saicedo will come on. And this is a big task. He's failed to score in quite a long time. I may have to sell him in the summer. Meric looks exhausted as well. He's on a yellow card. It's a bit risky keeping him on, so we'll bring on Kilic to go on the left hand side. Zengin will go right, and that's 2 changes that will need to turn this game around. I hate conceding penalties like that. It was an innocuous challenge by Taiwo, but we need to turn this around. Where are those goals that Bursaspor need? I don't mind drawing, to be honest. The title is out of reach at this stage, but I really wanted to do better than 5th. I really wanted to get into that top 4, and it's been such an extraordinary season. What can Bursaspor do here? It's Taiwo inflicting an injury onto an opponent there. It's not looking at all promising, is it? 2 shots in 72 minutes. That is dreadful. I think Mustafa Savim's had a bad game, and we need to make this final change. Get rid of Zengin, go narrow. So Kilic, 4-1-2-1-2 narrow seems a decent idea. I don't know if the players know how to play it, but I don't care at this stage. Goodness me, this is pressure. Bursaspor need to draw here. Saicedo is the man I hope can score, because he's just not been consistent enough this season. He's worth a lot of money, and Bursaspor need money. So with Brian Wheeler, who I managed to absolutely hate my guts, I hope he will turn with a peace treaty and give me a second chance. But this is a crucial final 15 minutes. Bursaspor need to score twice if they're going to stand a chance. Here's Didier Drogba. Good tackle, but it's only gone as far as the end. Oh, that's brilliant. That was excellent. And here's Kilic. He's an old man himself, but he still has something to give. Here's Savim. Taiwo, Belushi, Savim, Taiwo again. Kilic! Oh, too high. I'm going to change these narrow play instructions. Here we go. Alton top to Bruma. Inan. Alton top. He's got freedom of the right hand side now. Here's Bruma. Deflected. It's still kept in. That's... Oh no. We left that flank totally exposed. And Galatasaray have gotten the title now. And too many defeats in too many key games. And that's pretty much game, set and match. Oh! Damn it anyway. Bursaspor. It was a very, very exciting campaign, but we've let ourselves down here. And we're basically just going to have to wait for Galatasaray to win the title on our turf. 69 points is more than enough. Drogba. Drogba wins it once and for all. What a contrast of Livecom's. Didier Drogba walked it into the net. We've just been weak defensively all season. The game is a bit slow at the minute, but we'll confirm that goal. Damn it anyway. Yeah, we don't deserve it now this game. It's just been another one of those. We've just been terrible. Kilic wide. We've started to get into the game, but it's way too late. Galatasaray are the worthy champions, and we're just going to have to try and consolidate 5th position and try and get something back. We'll look at the league table one last time. We need to win our last game in order to come 3rd, but I think Besiktas are too far behind to get something away from us, so that's okay. The worst we could have done was 7th, so that's something. Alton top. Schneider and Gouler over the bar. We're just waiting for 92 minutes at this stage. It's the final highlight of the game. Taiwo Saicedo gives it away, and Galatasaray are the 2016 champions of Turkey. There we go. They're invading the pitch, and we are pretty much humbled. Galatasaray had a strategy, and they've matched it. A dreadful second half performance for Bursaspor. We'll just have to try and win our final game of the season and hope for the best. So we really should have done better than 5th. It's still not over yet, but really, come on. We were so good for so long, and this is how I've been repaid. You talk about injuries and how they affect the season, but that one to Batalla was probably the worst I've experienced. He was such a difference maker. He led the team. He was our captain as well, and he scored so many goals and assists. It was impossible not to play without him, and now we've lost a lot of key games, and we lost a lot of underachieving games. We played very badly and should never have lost, but the way it is, that's pretty much it, really. My game's been very slow today. I apologise for that, but it could be worse. We could have finished 7th and got sacked, but we might get I think we will get European football of some description, as long as we don't lose again to Seiko Risaspor. The fact that we lost to them after playing Galatasaray meant a whole lot, and we have let ourselves a bit down there. We've been beaten for the 9th time this season, but we won 18 games, so that's not too bad. You can see, Drogba just 1 goal away from 20 now. So just check. The worst I can do is 6th, so I have some sort of European football, but it's just what it is. Galatasaray are the champions. confidence crisis for Caicedo. He may have to leave. I don't know what I should do with him, but yeah. So we'll just look at these under 19 lads, and we'll leave you on that low note. Yeah, what I should do now, yeah, I'll give you a little update at the end of the season, talk about what we can do next year, and hopefully do well in Europe. Here's our new lad though, Coxall. He has 4.5 star potential, and he could definitely fill that role in Cam in the future. But we did need a new goalkeeper. At least we have a reasonable young fella now at this stage. We do have other good youths. He's not got great potential, but he's good at the minute. Turan Selçuk, he's excellent as well. He could feature next season. A lot of midfielders though. I'm not too sure about having midfielders, but you know, it's not too bad. We look at the ages now. We got some 16, 17. This Durndar Yildirim is not great. So yeah. Alright, yeah, I better leave it at that. It's been a very long episode, and we are so close. We're basically in Europe at this stage. The other teams are confirmed, but yeah, we'll have to solve the debt problems, very much like Sturm Graz, and that's pretty much it. They're up to 7th now. They actually were 6th, but they lost, I think, as Austria Vienna are confirmed the champions for that league. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't do any better, but Galatasaray are worthy champions for 2016-17. I mean, I'm getting my years mixed up. So bye for now, everyone.